All right, so this is I haven't done anything with any of this in about a month and a half. I've been traveling. I've been writing songs for clients and trying to get like my head back together. I had a client out this. I came home from LA, then I had a client in from London. They just left. I have another one coming in Friday for 3 or 4 days. Then they leave. Then I have another one coming. But once these guys are all gone home, I've got to get back on like finishing recording all these records and a lot of guitar tracking. So I haven't turned anything on in a while. I use Axe Effects solely for tracking guitars. So, I mean, for writing songs. So let's try something. So I just plugged in the Mark V into the straight. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it all works. And it's through the loop, which has the Axe Effects in the loop. And I've also got, same thing, the Mobius and the Flint in the loop. But everything's off. Nothing's on the board. It's just straight in. You think there's sound? I mean, this is serious. I have not turned anything on in a long time. Let's see. Oh, hey, there's sound. So this is going through the straight. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah, right, because we were tracking. I've been using... The straight here is through 2 APIs. I've been using the APIs for vocals. Look at that. It worked. Unbelievable. Let's do a little testy test. Okay, so that is that's the Mark V in clean mode. Just in fat mode, no EQ, no the graphics not in on the amp. Yeah, my Strat. So let's see. Here's a little Strymon. It works. A little Flint. It works. Ooh, that trem on the Flint is yo diggity. Now we'll see if the Axe Effects is working. So this would be the Axe Effects line. And then here's the timeline in the front. Hold on. Let's set this. Okay, so that, yeah, there's your timeline. Flint. Let's... Okay, there you go. Little Flint. Shut it off. So that's working. So we're going to shut that off, or we're going to put it on standby. Now we're going to fire up the Matchless, which is in the Matchless cab. We're going to plug into to channel 1. Let me make sure it's in here. This is also on the other side of the loop. Yep, it's still in. Right? Effects loop, right. Okay, so now we get rid of this. We go here. And now this is Matchless in Oh, right. See, when I'm out of the loop with this, I forget. 4 has a TLM 102, so it needs phantom power. That's a beautiful HC30. Right? A little Mobius in the loop. Little flip. Yeah. And now we'll go to little Axe effects. Oh, man. That's nice. This is a little Mind Guy, I guess, is Memory Man. Oh, man. All right, now we're going to turn them both on. We're going to do a little Panalicious. We're going to do a little Panalicious. This has been the hardest thing. I've been like, oh, I got to do something, man. Here you go. I'm trying to force the issue. Okay. Yeah, so the left side is the Mark V. And the right side is the Matchless. Together. Whew. Let's try check a little phase on them or polarity. Okay. Yeah, so there it is. So these are the two mics from the Mark, and they both go up and down. Here are the two mics from the Matchless, and they go up and down. Probably a little, yeah, they're like a couple samples, but over two amps. That doesn't matter. Like 4 samples, yeah. So that's nothing. Okay, that's why it sounds so nice. And I had a feeling it was like that because I've already done all this before. Let's just go New Day. Funny thing, buying this Peterson Strobo Stomp HD pedal, I bring this up, I cannot stress how awesome this thing is for the studio. So much, for me, I like it better than, the TC is really nice, but this is beautiful. And it's not crazy strobe tune where it's like all over the place. This is perfect. They have sweetening. Like I downloaded and tried it one time, and I realized it was mainly just like B string, high E string, a little sharp. Funny thing is, I've been doing that for I've been doing that since I was a kid. It always sounded better. B and E are just a little sharp. If they're in tune, it always sounds a little wrecky. So about three weeks ago, I'm at a baseball game with my son, like Little League, and I got up and I start walking, and it's so bright out, and I went like this. I thought somebody like walked up on me. I was like, whoa. And I realized it was like a floater. Does anybody have anything? I mean, I've got, my eyes are jacked up. So I have I have floaters, but I had like a visible floater. I was like, whoa. And then all of a sudden I started thinking I was seeing something. And then we left that night and I was driving and then I could see it. It looks like lightning out of the corner of your eye. So it's like it's retinal detachment. Basically, it's like there's a fluid and there's retina, and they start to, and when I first read about it, I was just like, it was some doom and gloom thing, about surgery may help it, and it's like basically they burn the corner of your eye, and they stop the separation, like they glue it by burning it with like a laser, which was like, complicate, whatever. But anyway, then like the next week I go to LA and I'm trying to get in touch with the eye doctor. And anyway, needless to say, I come back and I hit the doctor up. This was yesterday. And they said, yeah, we don't really do that. But I would suggest, this is like the phrase she used. I would suggest in like to preserve your eyesight that you contact this specialist now, like right now, like not even like in an hour, like now. I was like, oh, okay, whoa. So called the specialist. I'm going in the morning. So then I read other things, and it's common, as people get older. Plus, I do have a lot of eye stuff, so I don't think it. Anyway, it was a little scary, but now I'm like kind of, I'm like, all right, it's gonna be okay. My dad died blind. If anybody that knows me knows my dad, he was blind probably his last 10 years. But my dad had like many heavy duty things going on with his eyes. So, it was, I mean, my eyes are bad, but my dad's eyes were like sick. Like my dad had all kinds of sickness with his eyes, and he had cut his face when he was a little kid, and it like severed nerves. So he's old, so anyway, that's what's going on. So tomorrow, got to go do that. But for now, put the EQ on. This is in front, and the woodshed. Love a little of that Boss GE7, man. No. It's almost like the EQ, right. Let's get a little. I'm like Leon Todd, like messing with the settings. Not really. Little pitch detune. That's nice, subtle, right? A little delay. I'll put a little bit of that Memory Man, right? The regular dual delay. A lot of times, when you're trying to like really, when you're really more like making records, and especially when it's singer based, sometimes things with a lot of character aren't always great. Like this dual delay here is much more neutral. But if you go to this Mind Guy, which is basically Memory Man, is a lot of character. Yeah. So like you listen, you're like, ooh yeah, that's nice and gooey and yada yada yada. But where am I? There you go. Can get a little intense, right? And here's the old reverb. That's kind of the church guitar guy reverb. Here's London Plate. Let me go back, get rid of Mind Guy. Let's go to just the dual. So, yeah, this is like the video, kind of the video of no real purpose, but I just wanted to, try to do something. I've been really in a very strange frame of mind lately. Things are good, though. But, yeah, it's just been a little bit, spent a week and a half out in L.A., was in a plane that somehow caught on fire and we had to do an emergency landing. So it took me 21 hours to get from Nashville to Burbank. Missed my first day of work. It was a little stressful, but all things considered, it was a good trip. Gearing up for another one in a couple of weeks to Orlando for a week. These are like seminars, lectures, judging, like talent competitions, acting, modeling, dancing, singing. So, yeah, it's going to be good, though. I do feel better. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Sound like the end of boom, boom, da, da, boom, like da-dun, 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 the end of that ZZ Top. No, it's not Cheap Sunglasses, is it? Something like that. All right, well, I'm just trying to keep trucking here with some of these videos. If you guys have any ideas, try not to let the channel die. It feels like I'm out of ideas. So I don't know what to do, man. I'm going to be doing a bunch of tracking, and I'll video some tracking, which will be fun. But I do have my camera thing. I've been shooting EPKs here for clients, and I had an issue with the lav mic. I did a whole shoot for this singer from London, and I had to scrap like 2 hours worth of video because I realized once I'd got it in the computer, it was buzzing. And that's those Rode Go's. Here's the Rode Center. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, the Rode Pro 2 or Go 2 it's called. It's like wireless lav thing, and it goes right into the camera. Well, yeah, it's common. They buzz a lot in certain settings because they're not shielded. And they're not good with like RF, and so yeah, you're in a studio surrounded by nothing but electronic equipment and 5G and amps and buzzies, and so I'm shooting another artist this weekend, so I called B&H Monday morning and got sorted out, as they say in London, get it sorted out. And tomorrow arrives a wired lav. I'm just going to go wired. I don't need wireless because they're just kind of sitting. These are set shots, because if we're doing walking around, I just use the shotgun. But the lav is nice because the studio's noisy. I mean, no matter what, computers have fans. HDX card chassis have fans. Converters make noise. Things just make noise, especially like computers. Computers and converters make freaking noise, and you set up a shotgun in here, and then you realize it. So, for the sit down interviews, I like a lav. It's way more. So there you have it. So I hope you guys like this. It's kind of like Bruce Lee talks about the technique of no technique. He's like, the way he teaches martial arts, this is like the video of no video. So left side is Mark V. Right side, matchless. Delays are off because it's like a dual delay. And then together. Oh, my tone was down. Sorry. You get the gist of it. Peace out.